Hi guys, it's Miss Brown. So I stopped by the school to get some of your work just to see how you were progressing. And I was looking at the way some of you are solving equations. And I just need to let you know that most of you did a good job, first of all. But some of you are not showing enough work, and then some of you are just doing strange things. Let's look at this paper in front of me. It's very neatly written, very well organized, but you are not showing enough work. Let's look at this problem here that says negative 6 plus 2x equals 4. Here's what I expect to see. We're going to isolate the variable. The variable is over here. So we've got to undo the constant. The constant is negative 6. The inverse of negative 6 is positive 6. I must see that. If you look at this person's work over here, see how they're not showing that? I will count that wrong. Negative 6 plus 6 is 0. Bring down the positive 2x is equal to 10. Then you have 2x, or 2 times x is equal to 10. To isolate that variable, we're going to divide both sides by 2. I must see you do that. You see how this person has not done that? I will count that wrong. 2 divided by 2 is 1x is equal to 5. That's exactly what I expect your work to look like. Let's look at another example. Okay, so this is your work that you did yesterday. And this person hasn't even used the process at all. Instead, they tried to use algebra blocks from the looks of it. Guys, this is unacceptable. We've got to move past the algebra blocks. So let's look at number 3, which says negative 7 plus 2y equals 21. The first thing that I need to do is add 7 to both sides. That's going to give me negative 7 plus 7 is 0, so I'm left with 2y is equal to 28. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 2, and that would give me y is equal to 14. Okay, so that's what your work should look like. This algebra block stuff, no. All right, let's look at this. Like, I don't know what this stuff is right here. This is what your work should look like. The equation is 4x minus 9 equals 3. The first thing we're going to do is add 9 on both sides. So 4x, negative 9 plus 9 is 0. And that's going to be equal to 12. Then we're going to divide both sides by 4. And that gives me 4 divided by 4 is 1x is equal to 3. That is what your work should look like, not this stuff over here. I don't know what that is. And then this person's work is unacceptable. But listen, a lot of you had problems with issues with problems like this. You see how you have y over 2 right here, and then this one right here says x over 4. Let me show you how to handle that. So let's do this one up here. I've got x over 4 minus 2 equals 3. The first thing we're going to do is add 2 to both sides. I'm going to bring down that x over 4 Negative 2 plus 2 is 0. And then 3 plus 2 is 5. Now, how do we handle this right here? Notice that's x divided by 4. The reverse of division is multiplication. I need to multiply on this side by 4. Notice I converted that to an improper fraction. 4 over 1 is the same thing as 4. And what I do to one side, I do to the other. What's going to happen is this 4 on the bottom and top are going to simplify out, leaving me with just x is equal to 20. And if you notice, that's what this person has, but the work is unacceptable, guys. Let's look at this down here. 4 plus y over 2 equals 8. How would you do that? This is what your work should look like. 4 plus y over 2 equals 8. Okay? I'm going to isolate my variable. My variable is over here. I need to find the constant. The constant is right here. It's a positive 4. The reverse of positive 4 is negative 4. And what I do to one side, I do to the other. 4 minus 4 is 0, leaving me with nothing but y divided by 2 is equal to, and 8 minus 4 is 4. All right, so I am going to isolate the variable. The variable is being divided by 2. The reverse of division is multiplication. So I'm multiplying on this side by 2, turning that into an improper fraction. And what I do to one side, I do to the other. This 2 and that 2 will simplify out, leaving me with y is equal to 8. And if you notice, that's what this person has, but this work is unacceptable. Your work should look like this, guys. All right, thanks. Have a great day. Bye.